It was about a month ago. I was heading here from home on one of those single-digit, really, really cold Sunday mornings. I drive down Brookside Boulevard to 47th Street, and then I turn left into the plaza. At the left turn lane, there's a turn arrow, and I usually have to wait there for the light to change. But this particular morning, I saw I was in luck because the turn arrow came on just as I was approaching the intersection. Right at the top of the turn lane, the spot right by the light pole is a favorite hangout for homeless folks panhandling. I thought, it's way too cold for anybody to be there this morning. As I was about to turn, though, I noticed that there was a guy huddled down at the base of the pole. In spite of my green turn arrow, I stopped and rolled down the window. I keep some ones folded up in the cup holder between the seats. I reached for a couple to hand to the guy. It took him a moment to notice me. He struggled to his feet, and I handed him the bills. By the time he got them and thanked me, the green arrow had now turned, and I was obliged to wait through another red light. I rolled up the window. The guy was smiling at me. He waved, and I rolled the window back down. "What time is it?" he asked. 8:30, I said. "I really like your glasses," he said. "Thanks." He pointed behind him. "You know, I slept under that bridge last night." He added simply, "I was so cold, I thought I was going to die." I could tell from the tone of his voice that he was totally serious. He added, "I've got a number on my phone that I'm supposed to call. I should have called it." I said, "Yes, you should have." By this time, the left turn arrow had come on again, so I waved and went on my way. But I couldn't get this guy out of my head. When I went back home by that same corner a couple hours later, he was gone. The estimates of homelessness in Kansas City vary wildly, anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 on any given week. It's thought about 10% of these are veterans, and about a quarter are under the age of 18, just kids. They're on so many street corners in Midtown. They're in the public library. In winter especially, they're right here in our church building most every day. Sometimes they're dirty. They may not smell so good. Many of them have mental health issues. This means they may act in ways that might make you and me uncomfortable. Then there are the stories you hear about panhandlers trying to scam passersby, that they're not really homeless, that sometimes they get overly aggressive. But I wonder, who would choose this life? We did a Serenity Pause training a few weeks back, and the topic came up about what do you do when somebody wanders into a meditation session and doesn't seem to fit in, somebody like a homeless person. Unfortunately, the trainers, myself included, had no easy answer to this question. In the course of the discussion, 2 of the 4 trainees revealed that they had experienced homelessness at some point in their lives. Half of them. I realized that these two trainees were in a better position to deal with that kind of situation than I was. One of the most frustrating things about homelessness is that there are no easy answers here. These are folks from all walks of life with their own stories and sets of circumstances that led to their homeless situation. They, like the rest of us, can't be pigeonholed into a single category. And their situations can't be solved with any kind of a cookie-cutter solution. The problem of what to do about this is, of course, as many-factored and unique as each of their predicaments. What to do? Give more money? Sure. Write some letters? Maybe. Though to whom exactly and asking for what specifically are two questions that come to mind. Get involved? Volunteer? All are options we can choose. All I know is doing nothing is not an option for me anymore. There are information sheets at the back of the chapel the temple has compiled, identifying community resources for those who find themselves homeless. Too many of us are only one paycheck away from it. There are bodhisattvas walking among us. We see them every day. We need to see them and emulate them as best we can. One of them works right here at Unity. Her name is Janet Mays. She has started a program called Helping Hand that gives emergency assistance kits to any homeless person who comes to Unity. This is what the kit looks like, and everybody who gets one, they come in here and they're homeless, and it's full of all sorts of goodies. You can go on the Unity Temple website and make a donation like I did to buy these. I'm still thinking about other ways to help. If you have an idea, let me know. The Bodhicaryavatara is Shantideva's towering work of the way of the Bodhisattva. It's an outline, a roadmap, and an inspiration if we propose to walk the Buddhist path. I think it's fitting that I close now with a quote from it. May I allay the suffering of every living being. May I be both the doctor and their nurse until the sickness does not recur. May I avert the pain of hunger and thirst with hours of food and drink. May I become both drink and food in the intermediate eons of famine. May I be an inexhaustible treasure for impoverished beings. May I wait upon them with various forms of offering. I give up without regret my bodies, my pleasures, and my good acquired in all three times to accomplish good for every being. Let them have me do whatever brings them pleasure. Let there never be harm to anyone on account of me. I am the protector of the unprotected and the caravan leaders for travelers. I have become the boat, the causeway, and the bridge for those who long to reach the further shore. May I be a light for those in need of light. May I be a bed for those in need of rest. May I be a servant for those in need of service, for all embodied beings. May I be a wish-fulfilling jewel, the pot of plenty the spell that always works, the potent healing herb, the magical tree that grants every wish, and the milk cow that supplies all wants. May I be sustenance of many kinds for the realm of beings throughout space until all have attained release.